Hello and welcome to games like Skyrim Top 10. I know that you have already tried Morrowind and Oblivion, and if not, just go and play them because it is closest thing to Skyrim there is. The same gameplay, wonderful stories and of course lots of fun. Dragon Age Inquisition. I think this game is a little bit underrated, and if you never played any of the Dragon Age games before, you can just start with Inquisition. How do I know? I did that. I do play it right now and everything feels just in place, though I never tried any other Dragon Age games. Structure of a game is a bit different than in Skyrim because you have a team of heroes and you can control all of them. I would say something similar to Mass Effect. Oh wait, I know why. Because those games are both made by BioWare and even runs on the same engine as infamous Mass Effect Andromeda. So, if you're a fan of Mass Effect and Skyrim, this game is definitely for you. Kingdom Come: Deliverance. Let's be fair, it's like Skyrim without dragons, without elves, and without that annoying Cicero, and without any fantasy stuff. And it's an excellent game. It has great realistic story from Europe's Middle Ages, amazing graphics, and it's really hard to believe that this is not a AAA kind of game. It has few flaws. Combat is tricky and it takes a little time to get used to it. Also, after release, game had some annoying bugs, and some voice acting sounded silly, but in general, it has everything you can expect from the open world game, nothing like Mass Effect Andromeda. It contains large-scale medieval warfare, medieval tournament play, amazing crafting system, and even romance. And all this is made with barely a fraction of a budget Bethesda threw into Skyrim. Should you buy it now? It depends when that now is. If they already patched all the silly bugs, then yeah, why not? If not, just wait a little. But in any way, game is absolutely amazing. Witcher. If you never tried any game of the series, just grab Third Witcher, The Wild Hunt. Its combat mechanics are similar to Dark Souls, but game itself is way easier, at least at normal difficulty level. And that much is quite insane, believe me. Here you will play as a contract monster killer, so it will not be boring. Because here you can have sex with beautiful women. It's quite explicit. Gerd himself is a candy for a woman's eyes too, so everyone is satisfied in this game, yeah, sextified. Witcher games are based on novels by Andrzej Sapkowski, a great nail polish writer whose books I truly loved when I was a teenager and still love as an adult. If you like not only to play games but also to read books, I sincerely recommend them to you. Witcher 1 and 2 are also great games, but they have no open world, just a feeling of it. As I once said, if you encounter a dead tree on your way, it's a dead end for you too. But overall, story and quests are great, so if you feel that you can handle an older game, just grab series from the beginning. Fable. Once I created lists like that on my other channel and everyone lost their shit. Where is Fable? Where is it? They asked. And now I can proudly say, there you go, Fable. What can I say about the series? First, Fable is obviously more loved by people than the third one. Metacritic user score obviously favors the first part. You can't say the same about second and third Fable games. So, would I recommend to play all of them? Series looks a bit outdated for me, but many players agree that this is still one of the most memorable RPGs that they ever played. So, just toss the coin. If it's tails, play Witcher. And if it's heads, play Kingdom Come. If you already finished those, then yeah, of course, play Fable. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. It has massive, memorable open world, and when it first showed up, many were thinking about Skyrim just in a Zelda universe. You can go anywhere your eyes can see, fight tons of monsters, evil spirits and even few dragons. However, game is oriented to younger players, but it is fun to play no matter the age, especially if you do it on Nintendo Switch. It feels better this way. Gothic free. This game is outdated, but there are plenty of mods that will make it shiny again. Everything here is about improving your character and surviving dangerous situations. Great dialogues, interesting story and difficult combat system, where you have to time your strikes to make devastating combos. Exploring the open world of Gothic free will remind you of Skyrim. Just don't forget the mods, cause without them game looks bad. It's like Stephen Hawking without his wheelchair, like Trump without his fabulous hair, like Sasha Grey without dicks. So, mods important, remember that. Might and Magic series. Okay, do not judge. It may seem crazy for me to recommend such an old school games and say that they are like Skyrim, but it is not. Let me elaborate. One of the best features in Skyrim is treasure hunting. when you go to some badass dungeon with no knowledge about its innards and then encounter some crazy boss, kill him and loot the shit out of his cold dead body? That's the thing. In Might and Magic you have the same feeling of unknown, of mystery, and of course, you will get great rewards. You won't feel any of that by playing Witcher or other third-person game because it's more personal this way. Start with Might and Magic 8 if you would like to feel open world of real old-school power, or play Might and Magic 10 if you like shiny graphics, but only semi-open world and old-school feeling. It's up to you. Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. The developers behind this game went bankrupt after the release, but I can't understand why. Because it's honestly one of the best single-player RPG games out there. There are more than 20 abilities in each class. You can upgrade them and enhance your character to create powerful warrior or mage. Every action you do will have consequences in the end. People say that this game is a marriage between God of War and Elder Scrolls, and others say that this is GTA in a fantasy world. I doubt that. But you can check this rumor by actually trying the game. Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma is a massive, challenging action RPG that drops players into a vast open world full of different monsters and demons. You play as a hero who has their heart stolen by a dragon, and you spend your time by trying to take it back. Okay, that sounds silly, right? If you can survive without a heart, you are obviously freak of nature, and you have to go to a doctor to have you tested and not to chase dragons. Anyway, Dragon's Dogma shares its open nature with Skyrim, but has more strategy and more dynamic fights. It's a tougher game in general, but if you like to explore open world and love fantasy games, it may be a game for you. Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor and Middle-earth: Shadow of War. I wish that someday they would create a Lord of the Rings game where you can kick ass as Sauron, and the objective would be just conquer whole Middle-earth, kill every elf, human and hobbit, and then rule in darkness. But for now, let's play Middle-earth Shadow series, where you can explore vast world of obviously Middle-earth and kill Sauron's forces. You can use direct melee combat, ranged attacks, stealth-based moves, and even turn enemies against each other. And many other great things. If you love the amazing design of Skyrim levels and open world, you're going to love this one. Or not. It's up to you. And if you just do not care about the genre, I mean, if you do not care if a game is based on fantasy setting, then try Fallout 3 and 4. Those are great games and has the same first-person feeling you had in Elder Scrolls games. That's it for now. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing for more epic lists. Have a great day. Bye.